so I can see where they're coming from too. So the moral of the story is, after listening to, we had 27 people through on one day, and 13 people through on the next day. Russell is down the street from us, and she's running like crazy, taking care of her people coming in. We had no agents on Saturday, and one agent on Sunday. So we're going to get in that just a little bit later, but Russell was overflowed with clients. If the house doesn't sell, it has to be location or price. You have a house on the market, 60 days in today's market, you got to do something. Can't change the location unless you know something I don't know. So it has to be the price. So really get in there, talk to your client, and be honest with them and tell them the truth. Most buyers, we found most buyers we knew that if they were coming out here, they're going to probably go back to their agents. Because that's the code of the West anymore. When Eric and I first came out here, we were flabbergasted that offices were open up and down the street, and they said, free map, free list of homes. They give them the whole list, and we go, huh? So we're back to that again. We're back to agents sending their clients out. If they close 2 escrows a year, they can make a very good living. Why do they need to spend gas to come out here when their client will come out here and drive around for them? They're so uneducated. So we knew out of the 40 that we'd probably get 3 or 4 that would want to use us as their agent. The rest would either didn't like the house or they're going to go back to their agent in the Bay Area. Moral of the story is, the open house is to sell that house. No doubt. If that house doesn't meet their need, then we take them somewhere else. So even the clients from Tracy that we're going to get paid when we sell it can't get in if we don't have an open house. So open houses is still one of the best ways to go, by far. Excellent open house. And I had to laugh at how many people remembered us, remembered me, remembered her, and remembered how they bought a house, and even some, if they didn't use us, we gave them the right information when they bought the house. So we've got a good reputation out there. We'll always have a good reputation. So you guys know I'm tied into football. Very much so. I don't know, my whole life is football anymore. I'm too old to play, so I guess I just have to watch it. There was a team that played another team, and the visiting team won. And you know, in football, if you ever watch, you know, center is the emblem of the team, in the middle of the football team. 2 players went out to the middle of the field and did their victory dance. And the whole team came down on them because that is a sign of disrespect. I don't know how many people know that. The 49ers beat the Packers. If they went into the center of the floor and had a dance on their symbol, that's rubbing it in. You just don't do that. So they didn't allow them to do that. My question to you this morning, I can't get over it. We are going to tour 5 homes.
Yeah.
5 homes. One of them's ours. 4 of them are out of the area. What's wrong with us that we're allowing them to do this? We're not farming. And how do I know you're not farming? Because you're not printing anything and you don't have a printer at home. So you're not farming. You're not out there to get those things. Not everybody's going to call in, but they are calling in. So the thing I learned is you need to guys get off of your get mad and angry and say, you're not going to dance on my emblem. How dare you come over to here? They're coming because there's nobody out there. We have an office open, and that's why it's so important to have floor time. That's why it's so important when you get sick to get a replacement and not have the secretary do it. If you change floor, there's a person, go down the aisle. There's not one person in here that won't change floor time with somebody if they have an advance notice. Not one. I try my best to do the floor schedule to make everybody happy, but I'm sure as hell not happy when I come here and one person's on the floor. If I thought one person could handle it, then there wouldn't be 2. And 10 times a month to work for 4 hours and makes a good living, I think we need to have a good conversation with ourselves. Those that wrote their goals down, God bless you. And those that didn't write their goals down, I feel sorry for you. You're sitting here, professional agent with no goals. How sad. You don't write them down, they're not going to happen. So if you don't want to turn them in, have them sealed, and we have fun with them next year, at least write them down and put them in your dresser drawer, put them in your bathroom, put them in the hall closet. Write them down and they will happen. Because you've made a goal for yourself. No goals to get a job at Macy's, because you're not going to achieve it in real estate if you don't say, you're not going to come into my territory and take over. I don't mind telling you, this town was not made for us when we came out. I sat right in that office, right there, and hand address 7,000 Thanksgiving cards. Hand address. I started in June. We finally got through on Thanksgiving. So we've paid our dues. You guys have to pay your dues. I read something, and I'm doing a lot of reading the
Body language.
body language. See, Frank taught me that. Okay. Also, I'm reading a lot of funny things too that happen in life. Like the guy said, if you're looking for a glass of milk to drink, don't get the stool and wait for the cow to come to you. That's what we're waiting for. How many did you have on the floor? What did you do out there to get somebody to come into the floor? Instead of asking the question, try talking to yourself. I talk to myself a lot, don't get a lot of good answers. But you have to say, only Fabiola can deal with Fabiola's computer. I can't. I can give her ideas. We had a court meeting yesterday. What can we do differently? How more can we help? If something came up with marketing. You don't use the material we give you to market with now. What the hell do you want me to do? Print your flyers and walk them out for you? That's all that's left. We give you so much information, so much templates to use. Every time we get a good one, I think, God, this would be good. Not for today, but for over the week. Nobody uses it. So I'm set, before we start anything, what more can we do to help you market? Make your flyers? Walk your 50 cards? What do you want me to do? I'm coming up with all these brilliant ideas that have worked in the past and it's going to work now. Nobody's using them. I'd go outside today, but it's raining. I'd go outside today, but I don't have any gas. I'd go outside today, but I'm comfortable watching TV and having a cup of wine. We all got excuses, but you're making excuses to yourself. So I can only do so much to help you. I love each and every one of you. I'll give you more than I can possibly give to you to be successful. You've got to talk to yourself, and you've got to say, I got to write my goals down. I got to try to accomplish it. What can I do to make my life better? Those that were working hard are no longer working hard. It ain't gonna work if we all don't go together. An office is only as good as its agents. We don't have to apologize to anyone. You don't know how proud a city says, well, you know, it's harder to find a good agent than it is a house. I said, then evidently you're going to the wrong office. You walk through my door and I don't care who you talk to, you got a good agent. Do you know what it's like to be able to say that? But you have to start saying it to yourself. Stop making excuses and get out there. And this has been a turmoil year for me. Well, I'm back to stay. What am I doing wrong? What more can I do? Okay. Let's talk about a coffee pot. I love getting a coffee. I love to get a new dishwasher. I love to have hot water. I think I'm the greatest of us. I got a party gift. I found out I drew Dave's gift. He traded me, actually. So I turned my spigot back into a coffee maker for a couple $100. I've had it back once now because people are putting tea in it. Tea bags. Will work. I just need to ask you a question before I get serious. Did you guys think I was going to buy the coffee too? Answer me. Was I expected to go out and get the coffee? I'm asking.
No, I bring my own pot. pods. I even
Do you want me to furnish your coffee? You want me to furnish your coffee? I'm not going to. The moral of the story is, I try to make it convenient. And by the way, told Winston this years and years and years ago, the coffee maker isn't really for you. It's for you to turn to your client and say, would you like a cup of coffee? Would you like a cup of tea? Let me see if my boss bought any so I can. She's so cheap, she only buy us coffee. We have to come in here in the office and buy our own coffee. Would you believe that?
I saw Jose's client go in and he utilized that coffee pot about 5 times during the whole contract writing.
What was he putting in there? Tea bags?
It was the pods. Maybe it
Where
was
was he getting
him.
the pods?
Yeah, whatever was left in there.
Anyway, that's enough. That's kindergarten crap. But let's just say it so I can take that sign out there in case the clients use it. You can't put tea bags in these. It has the 2 little holes in the bottom. You have to have the cups. Cups they have everything but beer. Hot chocolate, tea,
Apple cider.
apple cider, which is wonderful.
You could even get hot cocoa,
Do it again.
the hot cocoa packets.
Wonderful. Cocoa packets are really strong, but we got all kinds of things in there, but I don't buy them. So when you're saying, since I like a cup of tea, just say, just a minute, get in your little briefcase, get out a pod, and take it in. I don't mind. It doesn't embarrass me. Embarrassed me for you not to be able to see. But anyway, that's why we're off to a really wonderful start with the furnish. Get off your butts, get out there and work, and I don't furnish. I don't furnish anything outside of knowledge. Okay. We're going to start this morning with our. Then we'll have a little chit chat.
A little cover.
Oh, I always forget the cover. Take it off, not put it on. Anyway, everybody understands the pain in the ass. Put them up for me. We have 2 pain in the ass. Let's not go. Let's go there. Anyway, you get a call on Bell Contact. Palmer, what the hell it is.
Palomar.
If it's agent, you will say, let me call the listing agent. She'll get back to you and set up an appointment. If it's a client, then you call us and we'll say that we're coming over. These are old women that put the controls in their purse. So that's what we're dealing with. One more thing. Lisa has a listing, well, she has a house that we have her sign in front over on,
Sign in front.
we took a sign down.
They didn't want a sign in front, there's no sign.
Oh, well, that's good.
Alomar.
That's because they're living there a year and a half free. I tried that one time, they evicted me, I don't know how they're working. Anyway, Frank has written on it, and a couple of other people, and they're not happy about that, because it's not in their plans to move just yet.
That's true.
So, if Lisa looks like her hair is thinning out, because she's pulling out. So what we have to do now, and let me say this very plainly, is to take it off the market temporarily. We're not taking it off the market so he can write on it, she can write on it, or we're taking it off the market because she won't look at any of our contracts. So she has to get the bank involved and serve, so we haven't been noticed yet, so we'll just stay here probably forever. Well, we have to notify somehow nicely the bank to push these guys away. So when it comes temporarily off the market, we're not playing games. We get it temporarily back on the market. We'll put it on again for a day before we present any contracts. So we're not taking it off the market so her and Frank can write on it. I'd just like to clarify that because that's happened in the office before. But this isn't the case. This is the case is we've got to create, people are nuts out there, but I can understand where they're coming from. So with that in mind, if you get a call to show the property, you just have to say they're temporarily off the market, and I'll be happy to call you when it goes back on. But now you know the reason they're just not looking at any offers. So, it is what it is what it is. We could cancel it and then she'd go with somebody else and they'd be happy to do it, but we're gonna try to hang on to it. Okay, let's start with,
Screen?
screen. See, I'm taking orders good this morning. Okay. You have a template. This is what's appeared in the press. I know a couple of agents are using some postcards to canvas with. It's a wonderful marking tool. It tells you all the things that we do. If I got this in my home and I knew how much we're open. And by the way, when we set up our signs at 8 o'clock in the morning, it doesn't mean that the parking lot's gonna fill up. It simply means that guy on his way to work says, my God, every day I go, that office is open. If we ever list, we should go with that office. When you set an open house sign up at your open house, somebody in that neighborhood is going to say, when we sell, that's the company we're going to use. They're always having open houses and promoting that house. So it isn't peak when you farm. It takes a year to get a farm going, sometimes sooner. But so what you're doing is you're farming, you're planting seeds. You have to be consistent. You can't be open one time here and up to there and it. So we are open, but maybe that person isn't going to sell their house that day, that week, that month, but they will. Or tell somebody, you're going to be selling your house in Tracy? Like Fantastic Sam. The guy next door says, yeah, we're going to be transferred back to blah, 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 blah. As soon as he's left, I said to the petition, I said, if you can give me his name and number, I'll handle it professionally, give you a 25% referral when he moves. If you got your ears open, real estate's all people talk about, and the weather. So keep your ears open, wear your badge, and promote yourself, promote your business, promote your office. This to me is telling people how we market their home. We hit on it last week. You're going to have to start marketing the house. The days of not making a flyer and sitting here and looking at 14 offers is gone. I've rented a 10 by 10 storage that you're welcome to put anything in it. Your tree's going to be in it. You're welcome to use that for extra things that you pick up. I'm looking for towels now, bigger box of towels, different colors people can use. Anything for the kitchen, artificial trees, anything. We just share it with each other and take it up because we are going to have to start, but not heavily, just, and I can help you with that. Been doing it for years, okay? Anyway, I thought this was multiple listing service. It tells everybody, you do extra. You know how Caldwell Bank of Village advertises your home? Now, when I looked at all of these listings, you know how they're advertising them? MLS and Zillow. That's all. That's all. I mean, if you took this with you in a contract and go, somebody's gonna probably sign it. They're gonna get fed up with this. Fremont, and I know what's that. Oh, you know what? We can list your home here, and we'll do it. Sell your house in Tracy, we'll do it for 4%, but they don't even have to get in their car and come out. Time's gonna come when we can look at these and have enough homes to show that we can not put up with this crap. Or look at the time it's gonna expire, and then rent a client and go show it. You know what rent a client is, don't you? In Tracy, in Pleasant, I was always busy. And he just says, well, the business is slow. How come you guys got clients? I said, haven't you ever heard of rent a client? What do you mean rent a client? I said, I pay somebody $25 a week to come sit at my office in my desk once a week. That's a joke, guys. Take your family through, take your sister. You know what I did one time? I was showing a $200,000 home. And I said, if I put you in the right place, and the right home, I'm going to show you where I'm going to be moving you guys in 5 years from now. Went and showed them my listing for $450 because it was going to expire 2 days now. Guess what? I did put them in a $200,000 house. 5 years later, they did move to a different house up. So I was really telling them the truth, but I was 2 birds with 1 stone, right? So watch those expires. And you know what? When it's going to expire, let us know and we'll hold damn office to go. Right? So, it's a whole new year. It's 2014, and buddy, watch out. We're here, and we're going to stay here. Okay, let's pass this around. Well, split them, we'll take that on both sides. Rebecca did a wonderful job in farming, and Fabiola's done a good job. If you look at the sheets the 2 days before, as I did, because Fabiola didn't have a lot of notice, and I called these people. and said we're going to be, is your home still available, is it vacant? We're gonna be showing it tomorrow. I didn't say, oh, I call World Banker, we got 40 acres, we'd like to walk through your house so we can show, so we make your people, I didn't do any of that, I just asked. Ran into an agent that I worked with years and years ago, and if you guys will kind of take them a step at a time. But anyway, this is what we call promoting, okay? We don't have a client now, but we could have one walk through the front door. So let's go with it. I hope she has these in order. She probably does. Okay. The first one we're gonna see is Walnut.
Yep.
And Walnut has been on the market 4 days. It's the only one I could find that's listed in the Tracy. Attention required. Email question to askthesilverteam.com how to properly submit an offer. Please visit www.submitmyofferonline.com. Do not fax offer, email offer to offer@thesilverteam.com. This is not a short sale or a pre-open escrow open public title company. New. Okay? There's so many instructions I wouldn't know what to do. What happened to just go show the house and call the listing agent?
Yeah,
I don't know.
shows well.
Why don't we just show, please, okay? This is what I don't understand. Anyway, we're gonna go there first on 11th Street. Okay, we started our office. Then from there, we're gonna go to Bridal Creek. Why did I pick Walnut? Because somebody might have 219. A year ago it was, what, 119. Okay. The next one is Bridal Creek, and that's listed with 415. I don't know what the instructions are. Please text, you have to text this listing agent to the lockbox combination. So we texted her and got that, and she said, please, can I show it? Yes. 4 bedroom, 3 bath in Bridal Creek. Who's the builder on these now? Servant?
Yeah.
They're sending us some well-built homes, so you get an opportunity to show that at 389. Please show it, okay? The next one is going to be Renown, and that's listed at 510. And it just says SS, which means short sale, I guess, one lender, as is, no FA due to condition unless 20% paid. A lot of trash left by the seller that has potential.
Wow, there is one right
Now, David would probably have hired his handyman to go and take the trash out, but that's just us. We gotta go one step. Will this house sell now? I doubt it, because it is out of the area. And how they gonna get, phone rings. Client calls. My agent's in New Mexico on vacation, but I'd like to look at this house. Will you open it up for me? And by the way, I'm not going to use you. I want you to know that up front. Don't get me right there. Maybe you should call your agent.
Refer them to Frank.
Why don't you, I say maybe you should call your agent and ask them if they're willing for me to pay them 25%, because once I unlock that door, you are now my client. Take a damn camera with you, the picture of you opening the lockbox, that's what it needs. Can't do that. Procuring cost does exist, but everybody's so, I don't want to do that. Why should they do it for a $200,000 home when you just sold $1 million home and just made $50,000? I'm sick and tired of being referred to as a peon. I don't know about you guys. So I think the answer was, told him that, and he said, oh no, I want you, at least she was honest, I want you to know what I found, I'm not gonna use you. Well, thank you. Okay. So, that one is on Renown, we all know about Renown. Does this one have Melrose?
No.
Okay, that's a good selling point for the agent, probably doesn't even know that, they probably don't know anything about the house. But probably get you 10 to moving to that area. Okay, that's a good one for us to see. List the price, $200,000. Isn't that a bit low?
It's a short sale.
Yeah, but it's short sale, you have to, it's gonna come back,
We'll find out.
where we're at now.
You know,
No photo.
I didn't know they were in here.
Is it vacant?
Yeah, it's vacant, we got, I think it's been on the market for 1 day, short sale or no short sale, I mean, the bank's gonna not approve a $200,000 loan in that area.
Depends on how rough it is.
You better have cash, not 20% down. Anyway, you don't see that one, so that's a wonderful neighborhood. They pretty well kept their area up over there. And the next one is Foxbury. This is I used to work with this lady. She used to be a lender. Her and her friend, Wanda Thompson. In fact, she used to be in real estate here in Tracy. I think she lost her license at one time. But that's you bring it there. Well, this house has been on the market for 3 days. They're paying 2%. And she's with preferred lender. And it also has 5 bedrooms, 3 baths. Seemed like a halfway decent price on this one at $385. Okay, so this home was recently reduced. A mold report and clearance on file. Okay, so what'd she do? Take it off the market and put it back on again? Help me.
I don't know.
It says that this property has been reduced. It's only been on the market 3 days.
Redone.
Redone.
That's the
This
use
home
of
has
it.
been redone.
What's it gonna be done?
Well, redone.
A
Well,
mold.
not recent. Okay, redone. Okay, a mold report and clearance in the file. Well, that's good to know. Good to accept. Okay, so let me see that one. Okay, I don't see ours in here.
Yeah, it is.
I don't see ours in here.
Number 4 on it.
I don't see ours in here. So this is the, don't ask television if you want to show this house. You will not be able to see it. Lots of interest in it. We are definitely going to go to Dublin and buy, so I want to make sure we get a good contract. When you see today, no upgrades have been done, but it's like walking into a brand new house. I call it conservative. In fact, I was sitting there with Frank and Lisa and myself, and Hans walked in and introduced his wife, and I said, you have to introduce me. I look like the old lady that lives in this house. You know, great big wall with one picture, that an old lady would decorate that way. So he said, okay, I'll introduce you to my grandmother or something, I'll put you in there. But anyway, this house should sell. Court doesn't go through. Once upon a time it was planned to. It's on a court, an end of a court. Very, very well taken care of. Why don't you share with them, Frank, your authority on the pool and the koi pond. The filter on it?
Right.
Well, it's solar heated, so it's a big advantage for buyers.
Okay, let me share with you on the pool. Pool is 3 feet on one end and 5 feet on the other end. It's more of a lap pool than a pool. This guy spent a lot of time outside upgrading everything. There's a koi pond there that gets very, very little maintenance. Filleted it or whatever he did to make it that way. There's 2 koi fishes in there about that long. And it's always a good way if you have kids to get them out there to fish. They stay a little longer. Side yard access, he has a Dodge 1972 Dodge with 74,000 miles on it at the side. So there is side yard access, and he will sell the car. The only problem with the car, it's got 4 doors instead of 2. I already checked out, so he'd like to sell it, so that can be. Anyway, you will find a house, 2 older ladies live there. So that's why we have to set it up this way, to give them plenty of notice, and hopefully, they'll be there today, because I asked them not to leave. But other than that, hopefully they'll just sit there and watch TV or something while you're showing it. But it's a very saleable house, and I hope our office sells it, because we definitely want to get over to Dublin and sell them another one. Okay? But you take a lot of, when you're gonna get both sides, well, you take a lot of crap anyway, but we really started out with yellow pad, 5 people, you know, and we have to satisfy all 5, so that's very difficult to do, but we'll get it done. Well, while I get the offer through, I can get the offer accepted, just make sure it's a good one, and they've been qualified, and, we are gonna be having an open house Saturday and Sunday, okay? So let's go around the room, starting with her, and see what her plans, she wants to share anything that she intends to do for the future. Any marketing ideas you have, come to me. I got 36 years of ideas, but some ideas work, and some of my ideas I wish we're ready to get a new one, if it works. But now you guys all know that this is on a template for you to use. Postcards with, now, you know, market value is one thing. I'm almost to the point now, I don't wanna send out CMA. I want you to call me so I can come tell you. Too much information isn't always good. I think on the other side of your postcard, call me for a market analysis at no cost. Try to stay away from the word free, because there's no free things in the world. There isn't. Complimentary. Okay, and try to use that other side, but start, I don't care if you farm 10 homes a month. I don't care if you farm 15 a month. The people are out there. You know why they're out there? I just figured it out. They're out there in December. So if you're out there and you're available, but they're not gonna come looking for you, I can share that with you right up front. Okay, here we go. So start thinking, I'm gonna get to you. Okay.
I did have wanted to say one thing, cause about the new FHA loan limits, I've been kind of trying to find somebody, cause they went into effect January 1st, and I got a notice from somebody saying they were extended, and I talked to Robin and say, there's a conflict here, what's going on? And she said the appeal to have it extended the appeal has been extended, but the rates actually went into place January 1st. So I'm working with a couple clients where automatically now they're gonna have to go conventional, you know, if they wanna, you know, buy anything over, I think it's like almost 380 at this point. So that might have been one of the reasons that house lowered their price to 385, they fit into that FHA loan limit now, 304.80, and then.
They didn't reload it, they just redone it, I read it wrong. Okay.
So,
But I think the rates are the same, they just the extension has, am I correct in all of this?
so, I'm gonna put.
Everybody, I got the notice that it's extended for 30 days, but the new, there's there.
I'm confused.
No.
Well, they asked me to find out for sure, so I was asking, you know, cause
Well, I wouldn't ask us, I'd ask the lender.
I did, I
They
was
come back
asking
to us
Robin,
with
they
their
said
answer.
that the appeal to be extended, not, the rates are in place,
Okay.
the new, so that's kind of, it's not good news for a lot of buyers, you know, it has to be conventional. But I don't think the conventional rates are much higher than the FHA rates at this point, so I don't think it's gonna make much difference. You know, so, but
And that's your goal for the year.
no, I mean, I know that open houses are fabulous, you know.
But you
I mean,
can't
there's
have
just
them
not
open
that
if you
many-
don't list them.
Yeah, there are not that many.
You can't sit
out
around
there,
for
you
the
know,
few
that's
people
so-
to list to say, I'll hold it, I'll hold it, I'll hold it. You get your fanny out there and start finding it again.
I had a seller who wanted to take their house, well, she listed with somebody else, but she was gonna write with me, she swore it down. She took it off the market, she's, you know, she's one of the higher priced in Mountain House. And I asked her, I go, well, you know, since your agent's not holding it open, can I hold it open?
You can't do that, you can only ask the agent.
I know.
Can't talk to the client.
Right.
Can't talk to the client.
She's talking to me.
But you ask her, can I have it open? Can't do that. Somebody else would, but we can't. I was saying, did you get your listing that you're looking for on Babcock? Working with getting a listing? Okay, very, very good. Let us know when that comes up. What's your new resolution? I want all of you to stay, get more listings. Scripts written. You guys got it out there. Get more listings. Okay, go. That's it. You're gonna get more listings. Okay. You have a house over in Stockton or French Canyon.
They want to rent, they want to live free more.
They wanna live more free.
Yeah, yeah, I have couple of them.
Isn't that sad?
What in the
Yeah.
world?
I missed one car payment. Mike forgot to turn it in, and they wanted to repossess my car. 1 month, 30 days. Shit, I thought at least get 2 months out of it. 30 days. I'm over there emailing with my check and apologizing. And these people live for 1.5 years to 2 years.
Great. It becomes a lifestyle and a habit too. They get used to that.
They get back. Alina,
It's not good.
More listings
good,
and get my short sale approved
good,
and find homes for my buyers.
good, good.
Hopefully, I hope this January will perk up, right? Because there's just not much for them to choose from.
December is one of our best months out of all of the year, except this year we decided to close. So nothing perks up December by far than that
I
best
mean,
month.
as far as
'Cause you
people
can't
finding
find
a
an
home on the market.
They're finding them now in the Bay Area.
Mhm.
cause we're not around. So been there, done that, we won't do that again. Start farming your, especially with that little group in there where that litigation's gonna be.
I know, I was thinking so.
After I get more listings, I'm gonna try to contact all the people that I've worked with over the last 14 years. Just, I can go through the map and see all the houses that I've sold for 14 years. I'm gonna try to make personal contact with everybody.
That's a Dave Canasky
It's
gift
a good
trip.
idea, very good.
That's something
It
that,
works.
this was where I was always the weakest, cause I was working with so many more. But, if I'd have hired somebody just to go back, they're coming back to me, but I'm not asking them to, which I should. That's one of the best farm area, if you farm your clients, you are farming, and it works. Not only does it work, they know of somebody, you don't even have to say, you know, I'm just thinking about you, when you know how you're doing and how's your unit real estate needs, and they'll say, oh, well, we don't move, but our friend is thinking about buying. Duh. That's marketing. Good. Rebecca.
I'm gonna do everything I can to get more listings and more sales. So
Okay.
I had a good year last year, not complaining
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that. I'll have a better year this year, cause I'm gonna do more.
Yeah. Did you write your goals down?
I did, and then,
I see them, by the way, because I don't want to look at them either.
I took, about 3 weeks off work and just came back really to this morning, and, right after I got off, took my time off, I did my goals and am ready to go back, so I'm really excited
Perfect.
about that.
Keep doing what you're doing. Good on the phone, good with client. Makes my heart just feel so good when I look up, I see you on the phone, I look up and you're talking to somebody in that room, I go, right on. You know, it's perfect. Fabiola,
Be more consistent, get more listings, and hoping to turn around all the people that wanted to sell last year to get them to sell this year, so.
you've been in the business long enough to start contacting your
Yeah,
Former clients.
I do actually.
good. And the other one down there takes, every time I want her to go to Europe every month. Or Poland, or where the hell ever she goes, because she comes back and writes a contract that day. I don't know, are you doing this long distance, or, say, share with us, what are you doing?
I wanna see.
You tell him to wait.
Didn't get accepted right
Well,
away.
that's all right. So what, you wrote on them,
And they wanna have
and you're gonna write on another one. I think she just says, I'm gonna be out of the country for about
You better
3
make sure
weeks,
there's
will you
coffee
wait
for
till I
him when he
get
comes
back?
in.
Let you go. Once you have a client and you do everything and you service them right and it doesn't get accepted, so what? They're gonna stay with you. It's only when they have to come in and ask for the deposit check that you've lost them. Good girl, you'll get one. Did Bernie get her offer through it all? Has she found anything else?
Not yet.
Okay. Bernie's gonna be off for about another month. I know everybody knows that she lost her father. It's quite dramatic for her, so very, very close family. So she'll be out for a while, but she'll be back as soon as she can. Okay. David,
I still believe in the magazines. They are the bomb. They totally work. So I have 3 listings coming up. One in Tracy, one in Manteca, one in Stockton. The Tracy one is on Pine, this little Standard Pacific 1974 house, and then the one in Manteca, and that one's gonna be like $249, 3-bedroom, 2-bath on a cul-de-sac. Then I have one in Kern Village in Manteca, which is gonna be $266, and then I have one in Stockton, north Stockton, right off of 8 Mile, and that one's gonna be about $315. A big house. So, and that's just the magazine working. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. This is
God
just
willing,
consistent. It just
God
goes out
willing,
like
about a
10
week
o'clock.
from now, you guys all gonna be able to afford to do that. Don't ask me to get your magazine for you. I don't know how much that is a year.
It just comes off my credit. I don't know. It's just like it's
Susan?
$200 every other month or
It
something
depends
like
on how
that.
many you put out. I mean, I'm at like 178, and that's the only reason I had a good year last year. I only believe in it.
Absolutely.
And it's called marketing. And somebody says, well, how can we do more marketing? I can't do more marketing. You've got to do it.
So the trick is
How
give
many
your
did you say?
client something they want,
55.
they actually can value. So have you seen the things Jack puts out with all the statistics? That's just Jack. He just does all that statistics.
There was a young man that started the Walking magazine. We used to advertise it. Started just nothing, but put information in there that was interesting for people to read. Now he's improved the paperwork, but he formed a company that he's the president of, and the guy is,
A bazillion.
He's happy.
Yeah.
well, he's making money,
That's
so
right.
he's happy, right? But it's a magazine that Lisa and I made some flyers, and we were so proud of those flyers. I mean, we made, I'll show each one of you later on, and I mean, man, we pushed back and woo, we are the best, right? We took over the house, and 3 people said, well, how much is it? We go,
Did it put a price on it?
I said, I got 3 stupid people in here, they can't read. So I run back to Mark and said, Mark, you know, put me some flyers. I'm so nervous and excited. I ran back to get the stickers, put them all on. $4.99 instead of $4.49. So I called Mark again. I said, Mark, he said, why don't I make you $4.39, $4.49, $4.59, and you can make up your mind whatever the client walks in.
I said, leave it at $4.99 and say, I'm gonna give you $50,000 off.
And I said to the buyer, I said, you know, usually we put the price on it, because I gave you the first one. I said, but however, we've elected to tell the people the price when they walk in. We talk on the phone with Mark. So, market. You have a magazine, you can stay in the front room, on the table, they'll pick it up and read it, because it's classy.
And they're just fun. They're just
It's
fun.
not one of those magazines that who shot who and a movie. It's a magazine that has some very interesting outside of your picture. Wonderful way to market.
Yeah.
Next week we should get our new life going, and you guys ought to think about that. You ought to think about that.
Your clients don't know whether you're still alive because it's not top of mind anymore. Sending the magazine, sending a newsletter, lets them know, hey, I'm still here. Hey, I'm still here.
When Eric and I was doing that, we'd go to a dentist's office and put them in the dentist's office. You ever go to a dentist's office and look? They got books there dated 2005, you know. So just drop one, says here, I thought you might like to have this copy for your office. Well, thank you. What better place? And believe it or not, nobody takes a magazine out of a dentist's office. I can't figure it out. Because they're there from 2004, they're still there. So what they read them, put them back, you know. So excellent idea. Miguel,
I have a couple of appointments for the listings, one in golf and one in Latrobe.
good. Keep arming your little area, and we're gonna be there 100% behind you. We can't help you guys if you don't ask for help, but ask for help if it's something you can't do. I have to really, at our corporate meeting, we had to make sure that Ashley isn't doing your work for you, taking her away from me marketing the office, because she's too busy running around, whatever. Whatever you do with your life in this particular market, you ask yourself, what am I doing? Is this putting me towards my goal? And if it's not, don't spend time doing it. I put a lot of pressure on Ashley to run the office to do things for me, but it's usually not personal things, and if it is, so what? But the moral of the story is, the phone calls that you call into her, you may get the message, let me take a message, let her get back to you. She can't stop doing clerical work and taking her books to stop to answer your questions at that time. So don't feel bad at all. Fabiola called yesterday, and we just had the meeting, needed to talk to Fabia. She was right in the middle of doing something that was very, very important to me for the new year. So Imad's gonna have to say, let me take your message, and she'll get right back to you. And then let her know so she has a choice when she finishes that project to call. Do you ever get in the middle of something really doing it and somebody calls and you go back to it, you gotta do it all over again? It's time consuming. And everything that I have her do in this office is what will make this office successful. What is going to make us successful? How can we change the things we're doing? So when that happens and they call and she's in the middle, I've asked her to tell people, will you guys catch the phone? That means she's going to be busy. Take messages. It's easier for her to get back than to stop what she's doing and call you at that particular time. Unless your house is on fire, something like that, thing called fire. Imad, did I just finish with you? No, I finished with you, buddy.
Well, I'm
Okay.
sure we all have, some of us can relate to this where you have a client, hey, can you share some of the information with us? You know, they want you to share the commission.
That
their
just
commission.
happened.
So next time it happens, just tell them, hey, we're in the coffee maker, we need to buy coffee, so, you know.
Do you wanna share?
You wanna share a coffee?
I love what you're saying, now will you do it?
We should, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm looking at an empty basket in there, and I already put 3 boxes of coffee in there, and I ain't put any more.
Yeah,
So,
so, yeah.
I
But
agree with
on a
I agree.
serious note.
No, I would say to them, I only make $5,000 for your commission, the office gets their share, but I don't have enough money to buy coffees. Could I get 3.5%?
But don't you hate it when they ask, can you share a commission with
Yeah.
us? You know, don't you
Yes,
just
it's
hate
rude.
that? It's like
You know
want
what I
people
would
to-
say?
Huh?
You know what I would say? That's a good question, let me get back to you.
Yeah.
And then come back with my answer. No. You're going to buy a house from me, you want me to share your commission? No problem. When I buy that house from you, I'll be happy to pay a lot of your closing costs. When you buy that house from me, not on my end. Because you pay it on your end, they're gonna go with the silver-tongued devil and buy from somebody else. Never do a breakdown of a commission on your side, do it on the side they're going to buy. And that old story of, would you go to work at AT&T and they get their check and give a half of them, who cares? No, next question.
That's the best way I found.
No.
Yeah.
Any
That
other
is
questions?
Yeah.
It's not, you don't have to apologize.
No, or say, my answer is no, but feel free to call the broker.
Just say no.
That's why I'm hanging my
So
license.
just say no.
No.
And she's meaner than I am.
You know what, would you consider sharing your commission? No. Next question. Done.
Do you have any other questions, or do you
Well,
ready
you know,
to
you're
sign?
making $20,000. You know, sir, I'd be happy to help. No agent ever does that, and I feel that you deserve to know where the commission goes. I get that sheet out, you guys all need to make them, and I go, I get an IRS, and What part of this $2,000 would you like for me to share with you? And if the guy says half of it, then say, well, I'm not the person to list your home.
That's right.
When you start thinking you're worth less, you're worth less. When you allow somebody to strip you of your dignity, you have nothing left. Your dignity is, I'm a professional agent. And I charge a certain amount that people don't ask for, but they should. So let me break it down for you. You get the hard-nosed guy, break it down. But don't forget the IRS, and then you down the bottom, don't forget, you're all working on a 50-50 commission. I don't care what you're on a 50-50 commission. Time you pay for your car, your clothes, your dues, which are gonna be due in about a week and a half, and your E&O insurance, and blah, 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 on a 50-50. Now take that 50%, take 33% and give it to the IRS. You wanna give that away? Have at it. Just don't give mine away. So you wanna take a 2% listing? Well, now we have to a certain extent. You don't have to. Sometimes you may need to. But what Michelle got caught up in one. Where's Michelle? There's a trust with an attorney. So sure she gets a call from Mark Weiler. What the hell's going on over there? Yeah, I knew you guys were cutthroat. I said, when, and she proceeded to explain to him. I said, when you just go, you have to do what you have to do. I am with you on that. Just don't go out there, by the way, I'll list for 2% all day long. Because I get 50, if I get 5 homes, 2% of 5 homes is better than 0. No, it isn't. Because you should be working for 1%, then no percent. You know, you're only worth what you think you are worth. Linda. You got a nice call over the weekend? You had an appointment at 1 o'clock? Great, great, great.
Doing more listings and,
Well, you turn your goals in 45 minutes. I thought that was pretty good. Then I only have to went and saw your car, and I knew why you turned your goals in 45 minutes. So I think all of you should go buy. Those that haven't bought a new car should definitely go buy one. Good. Very, very proud of you. I like the way you handle the floor. Casella.
My clients, previous clients,
Okay.
more marketing.
More marketing, more farming, more farm. You got one of the best there. And by the way, you guys aren't farming. I've got somebody coming in that wants to work about 20 hours a day. He and his wife, so they'll be happy to take over your farm. Because they now work 20 hours a day.
and improve my English.
You're doing pretty good.
Really good. You know, one more.
You could
person
talk
do.
pig Latin and sell real estate with your knowledge. I hit her a good one. I hit her a really good one. I was so proud last night. I went home and had a glass of wine celebrating. She says, I have a hard time working with people that aren't Spanish or, you know, and I said, is that a fact? She said, I just don't feel comfortable. I said, well, don't you have a friend now? And she said, yes. I said, is he Mexican or Spanish? She goes, no. I said, you seem to be able to communicate with him quite well. So, when you give something away, when you can do a better
Wait a
job
minute, what are we
yourself.
talking about now?
Real estate,
Keep it
That's your language.
Well, use it. You have to do what you have to do.
So if you do the same thing to your clients